Hi, everyone, and welcome to this live stream on Thursday. Excited to have you here. Happy Thursday, and good morning, good evening, good night, depending on where you're tuning in from. This is the first time I'm doing a live training through Zoom. So we're going to see how this all goes. And this way I could go and I can actually go and do a screen share, and I can go and I can dive into some information and share a few different things. So excited to dive in. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a screen share, and we will dive right into the training. Perfect. So excellent. So we are recording now, and I'm going to dive in. I'm going to go and share my screen, and we'll go and dive right into the 5 top beliefs that keep people stuck in business. You might resonate with some of these. You might resonate with none of them. You might resonate with all of them. Any way you look at it, it's going to go and it's really going to help you to understand how holding on to these beliefs actually hurt business success a lot more than they help it. So we're going to I'll just do a quick screen share. And so I think everyone can see my screen now. So perfect. We have got the 5 beliefs that, the top 5 beliefs that hurt business success. So I'm excited to dive in on this Thrive Thursday when changing things up. This way I could go and I can do actual trainings. I could do screen shares. I could go and share PDF documents, different Google Docs, slideshows, different things along those lines. So what are the top 5 beliefs and thoughts that impede business success? We as business owners, we often face emotional challenges that can impede our progress towards achieving more time freedom, higher income, better staff, and overall contentment in our business. So I want to touch on the 5 emotions that commonly hold us back in our business. So number would be the fear of failure. Many business owners, they fear that taking risks or making changes could lead to failure. Sometimes they're too scared to go and do something differently. They're very comfortable just doing what they've always done. And this could really hurt business because of the fact that this fear can prevent you from exploring new opportunities, investing in your business, and making the necessary changes that would actually have you have a lot more time freedom and a lot more business success, more income, more sales, everything along those lines. So ultimately, it limits your growth and it limits your success, being scared, having a fear of failure in anything that you do, whether that be investing in your business, investing in yourself, making an investment in the stock market. If you're too scared to go and invest, then of course you're not going to go and you're not going to have the risks or the problems associated, because everything is a risk. But at the same time, an opportunity that could be really amazing for your success won't end up going and coming to fruition because of the fact that you were too scared to act. You were too afraid that it was going to fail. Another one is overwhelm. The fear of being overwhelmed can stem from having way too many responsibilities, wearing too many hats, and not having efficient systems in place or having good people in place. So this can lead to a lack of focus and productivity, making it difficult for you to manage your time effectively and achieve your goals because you're spread way too thin. It's hard to be innovative. It's hard to come up with new ideas, and it's hard to go and really grow your business and expand it to the levels that you want to expand it to if you're overwhelmed with just menial tasks that you do day to day. So having leverage and not getting to a point of overwhelm is very important for that. Then the next one is perfectionism. And I see this a lot with a lot of people that I work with. So many times they think, oh, it needs to be perfect. Really, it doesn't need to be perfect. Done is always better than perfect. Competence comes from the doing. And the more you do something, the more you're going to become amazing at it. And if it's the first time you're doing something, you're never going to be that good at it. It always just comes from doing it repeatedly. Then you become a master at it. It's like going skiing. You're not going to go skiing, put on a pair of skis, go on a black diamond on the mountains and nail the black diamond. You know, you need to work your way up to that. You got to go on the bunny hill. You got to go and work up to like different levels, and you need to learn how to do it. So nothing is going to be perfect the first time you do it. And you need to understand that it applies that way in all areas of business. Everything becomes perfect the more that you do it. So perfectionism, usually what it can do is lead to procrastination and an inability to delegate because you want things to be perfect. So if you've got issues of control, lack of trust, anything along those lines at like a deep core subconscious level, ego, unhealthy ego, this could really go and lead to perfectionism, which also leads to procrastination. You don't get as much done. You don't have the success that you should be having. So if you struggle with perfectionism, you might spend way too much time on minor details. And these minor details hinder your ability to grow and delegate the tasks to your staff because you feel a need that it needs to be perfect. You need to do it. And really, this hurts you in a big way when it comes to business, being a perfectionist. Another one is imposter syndrome. This is a feeling of not being good enough or doubting your own abilities, and what you can achieve, what you can do. And this is very common where people feel like, oh, who am I to go and make $30,000 a month in my business? Like in terms of income, who am I to go and have $1 million company? So a lot of the times, people feel imposter syndrome because they're going out in the world and they don't have the success that they want, and they're not acting with the success that they need to act with to go and have that success. It's like I said before in, vision crafting masterclass, and I say it all the time, be, do, have. You have to be your purpose, then you need to do your mission, then you can have your vision. So with imposter syndrome, you don't feel good enough to go and be your purpose because you don't feel that you are your purpose. So now you can see how going and doing and having makes it very difficult if you can't even be. So it can prevent you from recognizing and leveraging your strengths because you feel like, oh, who am I to go and accomplish such things? Potentially missing out on great opportunities to expand your business, expand your products, improve your services, all of these type of things. So imposter syndrome is another big belief system that really needs to be shifted for you to go and have the success that you want in your business and in your life, not feel like an imposter. Know that you are capable of being, because I like to go and I like to look at it like the beliefs and the thoughts that we have, they're a preview of who we're meant to be and what we're meant to become. So why not act that today? You don't need to have the monetary success to act that way. You don't need to go and have the speaking skills to act that way. All you really need to know is where you want to be and knowing that you're taking steps every day to get there. So definitely you want to eliminate any type of imposter syndrome. Another one is resistance to change. So this is number 5. And change is often necessary for growth. But a lot of times business owners, they get stuck in their ways, preventing growth. We can do the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And this resistance can go and prevent us from adapting new technologies, strategies, innovations that could really enhance our business efficiency and profitability. But we're too scared to change because change is uncomfortable. People love to stay in their comfort zone. Whenever you're staying in your comfort zone, everything that you want in your life is right outside of your comfort zone. So if you're not willing to ever visit, getting outside of your comfort zone, it's going to make it very difficult for you to accomplish the type of goals that you have or dreams that you have, because everything that you want is right outside of your comfort zone. So really, it's good to embrace the suck, be horrible at something, not be really good at something, not really have the competence that you think that you should have, and keep doing it anyways, because competence comes in the doing. So that is one thing, is really being able to go and change and adapt and improve and become better. That'll go and that'll help you to get wherever you want to get in your business and in your life. So each of these emotions, if they're not addressed, they can create significant barriers to progress and success in business. Recognizing and managing these emotional challenges is crucial if we want to go and we want to achieve our full potential. So we really need to recognize it, manage these emotional challenges, and overcome these emotional challenges to really step into our full potential of what we can do, what we can accomplish. So this is a large reason why one's thoughts and beliefs always create the results. If the results don't change, if they're unwilling to change themselves, because I'm sure a lot of you have seen me, from different lives, talking about the importance of thoughts and beliefs. Your thoughts and beliefs create your emotions and feelings that go and produce your decisions, your choices, and your actions, which will ultimately get you your results and your goals. If your thoughts and beliefs are not in alignment with your goals, you can go and write them down all you want. You can go and have all these New Year's resolutions. You can go and have all these big, lofty goals and dreams. If you're not willing to go and reframe and rethink, reprogram your thoughts and beliefs, then the chances of you accomplishing your goals, as much as it's a harsh reality, it's not a very good chance. Everybody wants success, but not everyone gets success, because only the people who go and actually work on their thoughts and belief systems around not just themselves, but you need to go and have a really good view on what are your internal beliefs? What are your external beliefs? What are your life beliefs? What are your money beliefs, right? Do you have certain set points, income set points? Do you have relationship set points? All of that needs to be looked at. And that's one thing that's amazing to me is that it's not focused more on business school. They focus so much more on marketing, advertising, business law, the numbers, the data, the staff, but they don't talk about culture, creating a community with your employees. They don't talk about having a proper mindset to actually have time freedom and have wealth. They only talk about, getting financial success, but not having success in all areas of life. And that's really, anyone who follows this channel or has seen any of my trainings, they know that that's what I'm a big advocate for. I'm a huge advocate on you want success in every single area of your life. And the only way to do that is to basically have a daily winning formula where you're looking after your emotional health, your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health. You're diving into your core beliefs, your values, your principles. You're using your principles to make decisions. You've got a really well-established purpose, mission, and vision. You know exactly where you want to go. Your beliefs and thoughts are in alignment with that vision. Then you can truly have success in every area of your life. You'll have better health, you'll have better relationships, you'll have better everything. So success is not so linear. There's a lot of aspects to success. So these deep core negative beliefs not only hurt your pocket success and contentment in your business, but they also negatively impact your health and your performance. I'm sure a lot of you have seen my training before or have me, give away a free search session, a free subconscious emotional release technique session. And I've been doing subconscious emotional release technique for about 17 years. And I learned it from a lady who's now 70 years old. She doesn't do it anymore. And I can proudly say I'm probably the only person in the whole entire world who knows how to do this form of kinesiology that I call CERT to go and shift thoughts and beliefs instantaneously within an hour. One's from 10 years old, 7 years old, 6 years old. But I want to go and I want to show a little bit about the different thoughts and beliefs and what organs they attach themselves to. So this is basically the chart that I have for my subconscious emotional release technique. You've got your liver, your heart, stomach, kidney, lung, gallbladder, small intestine, spleen/pancreas, your bladder and your large intestine. So a lot of these not only do they go and they create a lot of problems in business, but they create a lot of problems with relationships and a lot of problems with health. And that is exactly why it's so important to go and look after every area of your life. Because if you truly want to have success, you can't ignore the other areas of your life. You can't just look at the money that you make as being success in life, because it's not. There's a lot of rich people that are miserable. They have horrible relationships. They've got bad health. They've got an ego the size of Cincinnati. And they don't feel good about themselves. The only way they feel good about themselves is buying a new truck or buying a new watch or buying a new house or showing off their money or going on a vacation and posting pictures all over Facebook. Really, a lot of those people are empty and shallow inside. Just you don't see it because it's on social media. And then the true key to going and having true success, happiness, joy, contentment, health, wealth, finances in place, time freedom, time to spend with your kids, your wife, your husband, and really truly have success in every single area of your life is to really go and dive into the emotional side and the spiritual side and the mental side of success. So here you can see here that I'm going to just go and zoom this in a little bit more if I can. Let's see if I can go make this a bit bigger. No, not without doing that. Okay, so we'll just dive into it the way it is. So there's all the different organs, and there's emotions that are going and they're attached to different organs. So a good example is lung. I'm sure a lot of you have seen this, who are seeing this. You go and you see someone who, I know one guy, okay, for example, a guy that I was friends with named Bill. And he was married to his wife for 60 years. As soon as she passed away, his health went down in a massive way. He developed black lung and he passed away shortly after. And when she passed away, he was quite healthy. Why did this happen? Because there was all this grief, sadness, anguish, crying over what he experienced. Maybe not, and maybe even yearning for her to still be with him, yearning for her to still be alive, maybe defensiveness over her death. Crying, anguish, lots of pain, lots of sadness, lots of grief will create massive lung issues. It'll give somebody lung cancer. It'll give someone black lung. It'll make it so that they're not breathing properly. They could come down with a lung disease if they're holding on to these emotions, and somebody could be holding on to these emotions from when they're 11 years old, and they don't even go and see the negative effects to their health until they get to the point where they're 45 or 50 years old. So that's why it's so important to go and look after your emotions in business too. Because let's say if you had something like paralyzed will, how are you going to go and grow your business if you've been holding on to a paralyzed will since you were 7 years old? Something that your parents taught you, or school taught you, or society taught you. How are you going to go and grow your business to the levels you want to grow them to if you're holding on to a paralyzed will? You don't feel like you can go and accomplish it. And it's a deep core subconscious issue from when you were 7 or 8 years old. How do you expect to go and reach the highest levels of success? You won't, because your thoughts and beliefs don't support that. You've got an issue of paralyzed will that's holding you back, or an issue of hopelessness, or unrequited love. You've given more love to others than they've given you, or feeling lost and vulnerable, or feeling frustrated or depressed. And that's why it's so important. And that's why I really stress the fact of energetic and emotional peak performance. That's what I specialize in. That's what I've always specialized in for the last few years now. I've been diving into that for about 17 years. And really, that's the difference in the business success that you want, is being able to tap into emotional and energetic peak performance. You have way more energy. Your energy levels are through the roof. You feel way better. You have better relationships. You have better health. You make a lot more money. It's very simple. It's easy to make a lot of money if you go and you feel amazing and you're getting a lot done every day and you're really productive and you got great energy levels. And at the same time, it's easy to have great relationships if you're not holding on to these things. If you get rid of all of your financial set points, your income set points, then you can truly thrive. And that's why I'm such a big proponent on energetic and emotional peak performance. You dive into that, you can have anything you want in your business, you can have anything you want in your life. The problem is, so many people, they're looking at, they've got, the shiny ball syndrome. They're going and they're seeing all these things on social media. Oh, passive income opportunity in crypto, make money here, make money there. You don't have to work, you're going to make money. And so many people, they go and they just get duped into certain situations because, they go and they want something quick and easy, when really everything that's worthwhile requires some consistency, some commitment, and some work. And that's why, a lot of the times I won't even work with anybody if they're not committed. If I don't go and I don't see a commitment in them, if I don't see that they're actually truly committed to making the changes they say they want to make. Because it's one thing to say it. It's one thing to say something. It's one thing to actually walk the walk. And once you can actually say it and do it, and do the things that are necessary and make the commitment, then you can make massive things happen in your life. You can make big changes in your life. But commitment, it all comes down to commitment. You need to be committed to making a positive change in your life, rather than just going and burying your head in the sand and thinking, oh, okay, really, it just takes time. I just need to work hard at my business. It's going to grow. I just have to try to allocate more time for my relationship. It's going to work out. Oh, these thoughts and beliefs I have from my childhood, they don't really affect me in my adulthood. They're not wreaking havoc on my life whatsoever. It's very easy to go and be totally delusional to the fact that your life is exactly where it is because of decisions and choices you've made. The moment you go and you make the decision that you want a better life, you're going to do everything that you can to go and make it happen. You're not going to make excuses over, oh, I don't have the time. Oh, I don't have the money. Oh, I can't, find the time. I can't find the money. Oh, something's holding me back. I can't accomplish it. The minute you go and you keep saying, I can't, you're setting yourself up for failure. And people are so quick to go and buy something that's material that doesn't really matter in life, like buy a fancy house, buy a fancy refrigerator, buy a fancy car, yet they won't invest in the most valuable asset they possibly have, which is their health, their wellness, their happiness, because you only, get one round of this thing called life. And if you don't do it properly, you can go and be on your deathbed with a whole bunch of money and a whole bunch of regrets, when it's way better to go and be on your deathbed with building something substantial and leaving a legacy for the people who were in your life, and also have amazing relationships and health for your whole entire life. So yeah, that's kind of my biggest fear in life. I'm not going to ever be one of those people who are too scared to go after everything that I want, let my thoughts and beliefs hold me back from the things that I want, and be on my deathbed with a mountain full of regrets. Horrible relationships with my wife, horrible relationship with my kids, horrible relationships with customers, not really ever accomplishing what I want to accomplish in my business. I'm definitely not going to live my life in regrets, and I'm not going to let money or investment or putting in the time or putting in the effort go and stop me from the things that I want, or investing what I need to in certain things to get to where I want to be. Because you could go and you can talk yourself out of it a million times. And at the same time, the only thing that passes is time. So you could even either go and do it now or do it later or not do it at all. And if you choose to not do it at all, and then really there's nobody to blame except for yourself, because you had a lot of opportunities to put in the time, to invest the money, to learn the skills, and you chose not to. And there's a very good chance that any of these issues here are what's even possibly holding you back from making that decision to make those changes. So yeah, so I hope that this was valuable. I hope everyone got a lot of value out of this. And remember, it doesn't need to be perfect. It needs to be done. When it comes to imposter syndrome, you're not an imposter. You're just stepping into who you're meant to be. That's why you're having the thoughts and beliefs and the ideas and the goals in your head. Your desires are your destiny. So you just need to go out there and make it happen. There's no reason to feel like an imposter in anything that you do. When it comes to being resistant to change, you need to grow, you need to learn, you need to get new skills. And the best way to do that, in my opinion, is getting a mentor for anything. I've hired so many mentors in my life because you could either go and you can spend time or you could spend money. You either spend a whole bunch of years figuring it out, or you spend money to go and fast track it. So recently I went and I hired on a mentor to teach me how to build my online business and how to get more customers and reach more business owners. And at the same time, it was an amazing investment because of the fact that he knows what he's doing. He's built 2 7-figure businesses. He's built an 8-figure business. I need a mentor to help me build, just like how a lot of business owners need me as a mentor to help them live a better life. And I've got no problem spending the money and doing what I need to because I deserve it and I want it. But at the same time, if, oh, now I have certain more people want in here. Sorry, 1 second, please. Excellent. So, sorry about that. So yeah, don't be resistant to change. Understand that, growth is very important, and becoming a better person and learning more skills. That's what's going to get to you where you need to go. Don't get overwhelmed. Allocate your time effectively and efficiently. Trust good people, or trust that people are going to do a good job, and focus on other things, because overwhelm just holds you back from focused productivity and really tapping into your direction and your ideas. And don't be afraid of failure. Invest what you need to, do what you need to, because really you could fail at anything. And you've already made the big investment of investing in your business. That's usually the most money you're ever going to spend, is investing in your business. So now really it just comes down to, don't be afraid to go and invest in new equipment, invest in books, invest in courses, become the best version of yourself you can possibly be, because that type of investment, no one can ever take it away from you. You go and you buy a piece of gold, someone could take your piece of gold, right? Whereas you invest into yourself, no one can ever take that from you. You'll invest in skills, knowledge, communication skills, marketing skills, advertising skills, learning how to go and operate better. No one can ever take that away from you. So I hope this training was valuable. Thank you very much for tuning in to this live training.